G'day everyone, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video. Now in this one, I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a really simplistic new jazz sample, something that would be perfect for an artist such as LUNCHBOX. But yeah, if you are new here, I would greatly appreciate it if you do punch that subscribe button for me. And while you're at it, you might as well flick that bell so you get notified every single time that I upload a video. But with that one being said, let's get into FL Studio and let's deconstruct this sample. Okay, so here we are inside of FL Studio, and as you can see with this one, like majority of my samples, it is really simple as we only have 4 layers. Now we are at a BPM of 143 in the key of G minor, and the first element of this sample comes in from Lounge Lizard. Now the preset that we are using with that one is the Tine-based B-Fly 1. Now the chord progression that we are playing is something a little bit unconventional. Now what I mean by that one is instead of actually starting on the root note, which is the G, we actually start on a D sharp major 7th. Now what I mean by that one, as you can see, we have this D sharp, this G, this A sharp, and the D at the top, making it yet again a D sharp major 7th chord. The next chord that comes in is a D minor 7th, which as you can see consists of the D, the F, the A, and the C. Now the third chord is a little bit simple, mainly due to the fact that it is just a G minor triad, but we have bumped the root note, the G, up an octave. As you can see with the G, A sharp, D, grabbing the G, bumping it up an octave. We end the pattern with this A sharp over here just to give it a little bit of rhythm. We copy, paste that one over, but the pattern at the end does change a little bit. As you can see, we are working with a semitone where we go D, D sharp, D, down to the C. We copy, paste that one over one last time, and yet again changing the final bar to give it a little bit of variance, where we go G to F to D sharp, playing with the semitone, dropping it down to D, up to D sharp yet again, down to D. With that being said, this is what the chords sound like. As you can hear, really simple, and it does change a decent amount to make it sound like the whole progression is changing. Going on to the effects with the electric piano, we honestly kept it really simple, as first of all we have an EQ come in, rolling off some of the low ends. Then we do have a soothe come in, which the preset with that one being the 4-range piano mid-side. After that soothe, we bring in one more instance of soothe with the preset piano enhancer. The next element of this melody comes in from Serum, and the preset that we are using with that one is the lead Madara, which comes in from the JnB&x Sakura Serum Bank. And if you do want a link to that one, I'll be leaving a link to their YouTube in the description. Go over there, show them some love. Now the pattern that we are playing with this one is honestly something really simple, as we are just using it as a little bit of an accent. As you can see with the melody, it goes A sharp to G, back up to the A sharp to G yet again, before we change it a little bit going C to A sharp. Copy, paste that one over, and we end up with an accented melody that sounds like so. As you can hear, really simple, but just being used as an accent just to give some of the chords a little bit more of a stab. Going on to the effects with this melody, really simple yet again, as we just have an EQ getting rid of a decent amount of low end and just some of the high end. The next element comes in from Serum yet again, and the preset that we are using with this one is the lead Secrets, which also comes in from the JnB&x Sakura Bank, and the pattern that we are playing with this one is something really simple, as it just consists of 4 notes. As you can see, we have the D sharp going down to the D, playing with that semitone, creating some tension, before we have the A going up to the A sharp, yet again, semitone, creating some tension. Copy, paste that one over, and we end up with a counter melody that sounds like so. As you can hear, really simple. Going on to the effects with this melody though, all we have is an EQ getting rid of all the low end, mainly due to the fact that I wanted to leave as much room as possible for the bass. Now, every element gets routed over to this bus over here, which is a reverb bus. Now, all we have on that reverb bus is a Valhalla vintage verb. The mix is 100% pre-delay 20, decay 3.4 seconds. It is a pretty long reverb, and we do have a low cut of 310 hertz. Going on to the final element of this melody, surprise, surprise, it comes in from Serum. And what we've done is we have created our own sub bass. Now, if you do want a link to this bass, I'll be leaving a download link to it in the description. It is part of an upcoming Serum bank of mine, so keep an eye out for that one. Now, all we did is we just simply followed the root notes. As you can see, we go D sharp down to D before we go up to G. And in context, this is what the bass sounds like. A really simple bass sound. It is just used as a sub bass, but altogether we end up with a final melody that sounds like so. But yeah, that is how you can make a really simplistic new jazz sample for an artist such as LUNCHBOX inside of FL Studio. Now, if you are new here, I would greatly appreciate it if you do punch that subscribe button for me. And while you're at it, you may as well flick that bell so you get notified every single time that I upload a video. If you do want to download this sample and many others, I'll be leaving a link to my Artist Connect in the description where you guys can download it completely for free. If you do want to start sending your own loops out to Billboard artists across the globe, I'll be leaving an affiliate link in the description as well, where you guys can sign up and cop a pretty decent discount. But with that one being said, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you all next week for another video.